Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It's wonderful to connect with you, to say hi. How are you? What's going on with you? Blessings, blessings, blessings from me to you. For those of you who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it work. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it. I love it. I love it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on, I might not never know you on, I could appreciate that. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, let's make it do what it does. Okay? All right. So welcome, 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 and welcome. So today we're continuing the process of the idea, the conversation around not taking things for granted, around this notion of let's not take things for granted. Let's not make assumptions and just, believe that we're going to do some things a particular way. Let's not just take them for granted, right? And I talked about having big plans for Saturday, lots of things that were on my list from the morning to the evening, right? That I had intended to do, but a Thursday diagnosis of shingles thwarted right the plans. It detoured, it changed, stopped, derailed all of the plans that I had for myself. And Saturday was a full day, for the most part, bed, right? uh Day of rest. Well, a day of recovery, not so much rest, a day of recovery. So that has an accumulative effect, right? So you've got one day that sets you up for another day, and so on and so on and so forth. And so um by Sunday morning, I was able to, get out of bed and start moving around, but still very much kind of experiencing some discomfort, right? Um, and it seemed to improve and get better, and it did actually. That particular discomfort improved. Um, so, by Monday, I'm ready to see clients and things like that. Man, yesterday in the evening, I guess, that little headache that I had that had pretty much stopped, I started feeling something like right here, probably what babies feel like when they get a ear infection. And my last two clients, I had to see them, and it probably looked like a normal gesture, but I had to see them with my hands like this, just like, so I've got a thumb. You can't see my thumb behind my ear, kind of pressed here, and my forefinger right here, like right at my, you see some people do this on the ear. So I'm like, what is happening? And so it was done with my last client at 7. I had one thing that I absolutely had to do. There was a deadline for it yesterday. All these things was on my Saturday agenda. I'm just saying, y'all. The truth of the matter is, I could have made myself. So I'm this lesson is an out front, out loud, intentional message for all of us. But it's the lesson that I'm living today. But it's for us to learn, right? I don't come over on here and talk just to be talking. This is not just something for me to do. Because believe me, I got something to do. It's not just something for me to do. Good morning, Brian. Love you, sis. Good morning. I could be doing something. So good to see you. But this lesson, I'm living it out, right? So Papa is teaching me, like, hey, because I always know that my schedule is something that I must manage well. And I've been managing it, but I've been still managing it not without enough without enough margins, without enough margins, because none of this would be an issue if I had like given myself way more margins, which I could have. But because I know I can do a thing when I need to do a thing, I just gave myself just enough margins, right? So this thing that I had to have submitted yesterday, I had to have it submitted. And so after I finished with my last client, and she, and I actually had a conversation with her about what was going on. So we was, just there. And then I really had two things that really needed to be done. I only had space for one. And so done client by 7:40. But praise be to God. Praise be to God. I had in the 6:00 hour, I had done some work to the other things. So pretty much it was ready. I just had a little tweak to do to it. I had to find a couple of scriptures and complete a bio for a 40 word bio. And if y'all have seen my bios, that's a feat. But it's doable, very doable. 40, and so I was able to do that. Let me tell you. And then I was in the bed probably by 7:10 and got up about 5:25. Woke up one time because I was thirsty. Maybe about 9:30. And so let me tell you what I love about the whole thing. I love how the body recovers. Good morning, Ray. So good to see you. Hey, Tanya. Good morning, sis. So good to see you. I love how the body recovers, right? I love how Papa has made us, how he has created us, and how we are able to recover. Like, I love that. I love that for us. Like, as humans, we're going to have some stuff that happens. So I don't have a problem with it. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm actually only sharing to invite you on the journey for the lesson, because the lesson that Papa gave me is like, don't wait to do what you can already do. Like, good morning, Myra. Good morning. So good to see you. Good morning and welcome. Don't wait to do what you can already do. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Good morning, Tanya. Hey, sis. So good to see you. I can't remember if I said it or not. I'm in recovery mode. Like, don't wait. Like, these things that I'm pressed to do now, they could have been done last week. Even though I was in Aruba, I could have taken some time, set myself aside, and and say, okay, you're going to take an hour a day and prepare for these things that are coming next week. But I knew I'm coming the week after. I knew I had a whole week in between. So my intention in coming back, or at least almost a week, my intention in coming back was to see my clients on those couple of days coming back. I knew it was going to be full days of clients, and then take Saturday and recoup and recover. The body was like, nope. Yeah, you go recover, but not from what you think. And you're not going to get any of these things done because this day is not available for you to do that. Man, snap. So had I paced myself and just did a little bit to all of these things that I knew I could knock out in a Saturday, because I know that about me. I can project. I can take a Saturday and go through 5 projects. Get up at sundowns, go get up at sunrise, sundown, we got it locked, tied in a bow, and those kinds of things. Except that Saturday isn't available for you. And so I'm like, okay, lesson taken, well understood. Thank you, Papa. It's one of my life lessons, right? It's one of the things that I have to pay attention to, that I have to make sure that I'm on top of, that I incrementally do things, right? Not that I wait and do it at one time, because it really was enough time. Hear this. This is the message for today. It was enough time, but it wasn't enough margin in the event that time didn't work out. So I'm getting revelation right while I'm talking to you. What Papa is saying to me, and you're listening in on me and Papa's conversation, is for you, Kathy, enough time represents enough time and margin in the event that the one chance that you've given yourself to get it done, that is sufficient enough chance in your eye, if something goes awry with that chance, that your recovery doesn't really cost you anything. That's the message that Papa's giving me. I'm hearing my lessons and learning them, and I'm sharing them with you. He is like, yes, you did give yourself enough time in your mind's eye, but you didn't have enough margin in the event that moment in time wasn't available for you, because anything can happen. So I'm going to need you to give yourself, at least, if you're going to do it if you're going to do it in one sitting, if your plan is to do these projects into one sitting, I need you to plot out 3 opportunities. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Okay. I'm going to need you to have 3 sittings that you can do that in. So if the first one doesn't work, you have the second. If the second doesn't work, you have the third, right? But I need you to have 3 times on your calendar, because I do prefer to work in one and dones. I really do. The incremental, I do it if I have to, but when I say I love to immerse myself into a project, go deep, go wide, go in there, get it done, and maybe put some bows and whistles on it later. But the meat of it, like it's the way I write books. I could take a weekend and write a book and just go deep, and then just add little here and there, whatever. But that's the way I love to do projects. And but Papa is saying to me in this season, okay, that's fine. You can still do it the way that you've done it, for whatever reason that's become your way. But you need to have 3 opportunities for that to happen. Okay. Not just one, not just Saturday. Saturday, what was Saturday date? But ouch, that little pain. Whatever Saturday's date is, not just Saturday. Thank you for the lesson, Lord. Love the 3 sitting. Yeah. He not playing. He like, look, I need you to do what you're supposed to do. But I also need you to. So Saturday was the 12th. Yeah. No, was Saturday the 12th? What's today? The 15th. Yeah, Saturday was the 12th. And so I need you to do what you do. And so the 12th wasn't available for that. So that would have been my third. The 12th would have been my third. I certainly could have taken an hour in Aruba. There were plenty of times that I could have sat myself down. Hey, Erica, good morning, honey bun. Plenty of times while I was there, I could have sat myself down. Now, it's not that I wasn't, because I was preparing for a class, but I was reading. And I got enough material to teach that class with my eyes closed. By the way, y'all, the class starts tonight. So if you want to be a part of that class, make sure you let me know. There's the link for you to register. But if you want to register in a different way, like you don't have the funds to pay it right now, you want to do a different kind of payment plan, that link allows you to register for one full payment, $173, or 2 payments. Cut that in half. If you need more than that payments, just reach out and let me know, and I'll get you the link to the class, and we will give you another link for you to do your payments. I'll give you another method for payment. But the class starts tonight. You don't want to miss the class. And in full transparency, like I've got all the material and things like that, but I would have had my slide deck done on Saturday, right? And you would have, and those of you who read, because I've got some people who've registered already, you would have gotten your slide deck this morning. I'm just doing full transparency. Can I borrow $5? Sure, Frank. Absolutely, you can borrow $5. Yes, sir. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. So you would have gotten your slide deck this morning, but because of this lesson that we've got this week from Papa, this is a Papa lesson. This is an Abba lesson. He like, look, my daughter, look. Let me tweak some things for you a little bit. Because of this lesson we got, you're gonna get your slide deck before the course, but you won't get it in the time frame that I like to get it to you. So for those of you who registered, know that your stuff is coming. Don't worry about it. We're gonna fit that in today. The class starts today at 7. It's gonna go from 7 to 8:30. And we're going to, we're gonna do what it is, the class that we get coming on the heels of this lesson. But I think it's a good segue, because the class is about, happiness, right? This class that we're dealing with is about this idea of happiness. The Freedoms is part of the Freedom series. Being Happier Now is the name of the course, right? Being Happier Now. Your life, right, is this idea of your amazing life. Happier now is your choice. Your amazing life, happier now, it's your choice, right? So that's the course, because your life is amazing, whether you know it or not. All of us are living. It's amazing that we're here, right? Your amazing life, right? Happier now. Happier now. It's your choice. So we are going to dive into that course tonight from 7 to 8:30. And just lessons from that, like what I won't do, because I am not positioned the way I prefer to be positioned when I start a course. I'm not. But the course will start tonight, because I've been researching it for 6 weeks. So I can do the course with my eyes closed, hands behind my back, no slide deck. It's just not how I do courses. I have a teaching gift, and I use tools to teach, to maximize, to leverage the learning experience, the teaching and learning experience. So all those tools are not in place right now because, of the lesson that Papa's teaching me. And it's not about Papa, it's about the choices that I've made, and he is tweaking, right? He's tweaking some things, and I'm okay with that. The point I'm making, that's connecting it to the course, is it does not rob me of any of my happiness. Actually, it adds to my happiness because of the way I choose to frame it. Because think about this. There is the option of me framing it like, man, this sucks, right? This sucks. Saturday, I didn't get to do, I was in the bed all day because I had shingles and I had the result of this and da-da-da-da, and I didn't get to do, I was supposed to go hang out and then do this and then do that. Oh, beloved, please. It's not helpful. It might be true. No, let me take that back. It might be the facts. Those may be the facts. But some facts are not helpful. They're not helpful. Let's change some facts. Let's add some additional. Some other facts are, right? You get to choose which facts you're going to park on. Some other facts are, you had an amazing home that you get to lay in your comfortable bed, even though you weren't comfortable, the bed was comfortable. I just need y'all to pull up to the conversation that must happen in my life. You wasn't comfortable, but your bed was comfortable. Your atmosphere was comfortable. Your room was comfortable. Fact. You had everything that you needed, even if you had to order it. Fact. Right? There were endless numbers of people that you could call if you had had the energy to call anybody. Fact. Right? Who would have came, who would have cared for you. Endless numbers of people. Fact. Okay? And you could have been down for more than one day, but you was down, completely down for one day. Fact. There were 6 other days in that week, beloved. Okay, that's a fact. And even though you weren't at your full capacity on Sunday, you rose. Fact. Okay? On Sunday, you rose. That was a fact. On Sunday, you rose being checked on because you had received calls the day before and they hadn't been returned. Fact. So you got a 5 a.m. check. Like, hey, are you alive? Fact. Like, there is so many things to be grateful for, to be happier about, that I absolutely will not allow the fact that I was down on Saturday. And I know you would have, Tanya. I know you would have, right? And so there is absolutely nothing that for me to, so I love the life lessons of choosing happier. Beloved, if you don't join the course, know this. Know that the choice of happiness, know that it is a choice. Being happier is a choice. I'm not saying that the conditions or the facts are happy facts, right? That you're going to have a combination, but you get to choose which ones you park on. You get to choose which ones you're going to park on. And so, and because of it, right? So I was supposed to be taking a trip this week to Chi-Town that I don't get to take because there's a little one involved. And even though shingles are not contagious, whatever, I ain't taking the chance. I'm just not taking the chance. We need to be like fully, no, not doing it with a little one. Okay. And so that could be an issue for me to have a problem and, murmur and complain. And no, we're not doing murmuring and complaining over here. We're just not. I'm going to speak the truth about what it is that I feel. I'm going to ask for what I need. I'm going to go get for what I need. And there's sometimes I'm going to feel whatever I need to feel, but I'm not staying in a feeling or emotional state that doesn't serve me. I live an amazing life. I love this life that I am privileged to live. I am so grateful for the me who Papa created me to be. And right now, it is my business to press towards getting to know me as Papa knew me when he created, before he formed me in my mother's womb, Jeremiah 1:5. And I am having a blast getting to know that version of me, leaving off like releasing stuff that I done picked up that is not part of my true identity. That's stuff that I done picked up that I need to be this, need to do this, I got 5 degrees. Now, y'all know we ain't got 5 degrees just because we want 5 degrees. There's something in there. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking the truth, right? And I'm not having a problem with people who got degrees. I mean, and I do love learning, but what I'm having one day I'll tell y'all the story about one of those degrees. 4 of them was the whole love learning and growing or whatever. One of them was about the identity stuff. One of them, I'm just saying. That second master's. Man, that's a funny story. At any point, what I'm saying is, I love y'all. I appreciate you and I value you. And so the course again begins tonight. No, it's not good to stay in the mind frame. I try to keep it moving. Yes, I'm so grateful to God. He continues to be our helpmate and our healer things can be so much worse. Amen. You're right, honey. You are right. You are right. You are right. And so make sure you all let me know about the course. It starts tonight at 7 p.m. Those of you who've registered already, we've made a connection. You will get your material, your links, your slide deck, and things like that so that we can be on and popping. And we are all going to grow and expand and increase and really, 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 in this last course, let's go out with a bang. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. I value you. I appreciate you. And at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. Talk to you soon. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye for now.